Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Mason Graham in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Once again, Judkins. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked what they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll go with a ground attack here.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Gabriel.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Throwing now, Gabriel. This one is complete to Judkins.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Gabriel from the gun on 3rd down.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
5 yards.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hall again.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
You look at this Browns defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this year.
And it's a fumble.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Give him 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun, here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the 1st.
1st and 10.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball want to give up the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now it's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Austin McNamara now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Gabriel. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
To the air is Gabriel. Right back to Njoku.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Fields. Looking deep here from Mechie. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. Now they show Jets sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
To throw, Gabriel. Setting up a screen for Judkins.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 19 yards.
On first down, here's Judkins.
Nifty move. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Another Browns first down.
They run with Ford.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
10 more yards.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down.
An inside run with Judkins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. Third and 5.
Gabriel looking to throw. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They give up the middle. Jenkins.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Browns 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st down, right back to Jenkins.
And he stopped immediately there.
Jamie and Sherwood there to make the stop. Now 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Quinshon Judkins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Jets, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground with Judkins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Operating from the gun, Gabriel. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Under pressure, they got him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Fields. And that one too wide and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
A give. Here's Judkins.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Gabriel. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. Back to throw. Gabriel. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gabriel. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. This pass out wide to Hall.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Caught by Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Jets, 1st down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Myles Garrett. A 2-yard pickup.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. From the right hash, this from 53.
Folk's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Our look around the league starts now.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here.
Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Now Fields.
Wilson's got it complete.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead is Hall.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
17 yards.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hall again.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
2 yards.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play.
Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Folks' kick is good.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and
From the gun on third down. Gabriel. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Back to throw. Fields.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw. Gabriel.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
On the play. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the zone read, this is Judkins. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Once again, Judkins. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Got a throw right sideline is complete.
That's another Browns 1st down. A gain of 30. 1st down, Browns.
On the ground is Ford. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Gabriel. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's another Browns 1st First down. First and goal, Cleveland.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Quinshon Judkins, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
One play action. Fields finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Out to the right here to Wilson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To the air again, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now back to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run the ball. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Fields.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together? And
he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
this offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. From the left hash, this from 37.
Folk's kick is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
On the handoff, this is Judkins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Throwing now, Gabriel.
This is the tight end, Njoku. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jets set to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
2nd and 6.
At the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Paul want to give up the middle.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
first down. Here's Judkins.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping him for a loss. Now Gabriel. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
The offense on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 14.
Now he's free up the right sideline. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 46 yards.
This is Ford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Here's Gabriel.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
The home team's offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. From the gun, here's Fields.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack.
By Isaiah McGuire. A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Fields.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
The coverage was tight there from Rayshon Jenkins.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Able to slither by.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Fields.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
At the 30-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
That is caught by Herbert. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Justin Fields.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Gabriel looking to throw. Checks it down to Jenkins.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in.
So now Justin Fields and the Jets
down 21-16. 65 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Jets, 1st down.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go.
Here's Fields. This will be complete to Mechie.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
All eyes on Fields.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Gain of only a yard.
They snap it to Fields.
And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw, Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Now Fields. And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, And no flags, because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Browns, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.